Good afternoon, everyone. What a beautiful day it is. About 18 degrees, feels warmer. Just a very quick update on a couple of things. One, Rogue's e-collar. It's been working brilliant. I'll show you. Oh, she's been silly. Rogue, come. Get that. One click, Rogue. She's still considering rebel there. Seats. Good girl. Blade. Rogue. That's how easy it is. And I've got to be honest, I hardly use the collar at all. It's only when we're out in the countryside and I'm scared she might run too far, chase something. Might be another dog in the distance and she makes a beeline for the dog. So, and it's a stupid thing to say, but it's actually calmed her down. You're not using it as a punishment, of course. You're just using it. One click and get her to come. Let's see if it works this time. I hardly use it. Say, right. Look, she felt it. What I'll do, it's not even hard now. What I'll do is I gradually drop that kind of power level to, it just works brilliant. But that's how easy it is. As I say, I'm not clicking it every 10 minutes. I'm not clicking it probably once every hour. But it's just when I want to do tests, you know what I mean? I let her go far and test it when there's nothing around. Get up, you. Hey, up. Trying to roll in the grass. It's just been front lined yesterday, so I shouldn't have any flea issues. So that's the first one. E-collar works brilliant. As I say, any tool training a dog is only as good as the person that uses it. And that's not to big myself up. What I'm trying to say is anyone that uses it. If you use it in the correct manner and the manner it's meant for, and not as a punishment device or torture device or whatever you like to call it, then the thing will work brilliant. Whatever it is. If it's a pinch collar, prong collar, whatever you like to call them, e-collar, even a slip lead, you know, base anything. Got to find water for the dogs to get really warm. The second thing is Rebel's hematoma, or his kinky ear. As I said last time, I did drain it twice and it didn't work. It kept filling up. Get out, you. It's just full of weeds there. Go on. I did take it to the vet and they drained it and bandaged it. That only lasted a few days. I knew a bandage wouldn't last on him because Rogue would just pull it off and he's not going to put up with it anyway. And it did exactly the same again. It filled up. The vet did say the same, that if it does fill up and it does carry on like this, then we'll do surgery. But I thought, no, I'm not spending hundreds and hundreds of pounds. And also, it's not just that, it's putting the dog through the stress. You know, you have to put a dog under surgery. It's not easy surgery. It's quite delicate because I've got a what do they call it? The seal each blood cell. I can't remember this. It's just like soldering iron on his blood cells, blood vessels in his ear. Sorry. So I didn't want to put him through that, and then there would have been weeks of recovery, and the weather's just getting nice. So I'm letting it heal on its own. I don't know how much it'll kink. I don't know if it'll return more or less to normal. But look at him. He's had no pain. Even when it was full of blood, he wasn't suffering any pain. I was rubbing it and massaging it most nights, trying to help it. You know, hope the massage and got the circulation in the ear going better. But we'll see how it goes. It is healing, it is drying out, it's more or less gone. There's a few little lines I can feel in the ear, but how far it stands up, I don't know. It kind of adds personality to it. So that's it. One last thing. Told you on the last one, Stella was getting more tablets. She's even getting more pain relief now with some paracetamol through the day. So she's a bit of a junkie, but look at her. Her rear end looks much better. So the pain relief is doing a lot of good. Maybe they found water. If Stella can get out, it's another thing, because I might be dragging her out if she can't get up. Oh, don't go down there, Stella. You'll not get up. Sorry about that. I was more worried about Stella getting up that ditch, but she did it. This is our views. This is a track, believe it or not. It's supposed to be a trail that goes down here to the, I don't know if you can see that track over there, dead centre. that goes uphill. But farmers like to kind of prevent people walking sometimes, try and reclaim the land. Not all, some are very good. They have a hard enough job as it is anyway now, surviving. I was reading somewhere that the suicide rate for farmers is one of the highest in the country. Good God, that is depressing, isn't it? Anyway, don't know how I got onto that. So yeah, Rebels, hematoma. I didn't want to put them through the surgery. I didn't want to put through the discomfort and stress, and also I didn't want to hit my wallet. Recently I had a parrot that was very ill, and that was in the vets, and that cost me God knows what. I took Rogue in to be checked, and that cost me money. You don't want to be seeing that. So then I got Rebel in, as I say, to get that drained. Hold on, here you. Hiker, this is a good chance to test. Rogue, good girl. Come. Hold on, I've got to stop you again. And that's exactly what I wanted to come across sometimes. That was a trail runner. There's a dip just at the bottom of this field. He came out of that dip. Didn't see him at all. Dogs were well away from me. Blipped the e-collar once. She came back. Rebel followed. Total control of the dogs. That's exactly how you want it. And as I say, I'm hardly using the e-collar at all. Today is probably, I've used it most times today. I've used it in probably months. It's handy to have when I'm out in Scotland as well. You know, because you've got deer, you've got hikers, you've got people coming down from Monroe's out in the middle of nowhere sometimes. And then you have people approach camp sometimes. And so if she's loose, I can blip, control, job done. That's what I wanted it for. That, and also when I'm on ridges and all that. I don't want her running off a ridge, chasing a deer, chasing some, I don't know, grouse or something, you know. I don't want to get into problems. Stella's memory is so good. This field used to, I don't know if you ever saw on my Instagram profile years back, this used to be really flat field. There used to be some logs, and I used to have the dogs jump on the logs. And just a bit further on there used to be water, but this field has completely changed. Yeah, you'll be a job finding the water down there, Stella. It's so beautiful out. It's so nice when you can have 3 dogs running free and not have that stress of worrying about someone will come around the corner. As I say, Rebel's good, Stella's good, but Rogue, she's got a wild side on her. So you've got to keep an eye on that wild side. But I'm really impressed with Stella today. It seems the paracetamol, I'm giving her paracetamol, half a paracetamol tablet every 8 hours. That's what the vet said do. And the other drug I forgot to put up on the screen is gabapentin, and it's a licensed drug. So when you reorder the prescription, it's like every 2 weeks. They won't give you much because it is a human drug under license, and it has caused issues with the humans. They get addicted to it, or it kind of has side effects and makes them drowsy. I think it causes hallucinations if it's taken wrong, and it can also cause death, obviously. But very powerful drug it is. But with that, and I've forgotten what the other one was, what she was on. But with the first one she was on, and that one, it weren't really making a difference. But this paracetamol seems to be helping. I'm sure she'll be stiff tonight, but look at her, she looks happy. That's the most important thing, isn't it? Give them quality of life. So like now, when Rogue's round this corner, I can't see if there's someone around her, but it takes the panic off, you know what I mean? As I say, the other two are good. Rogue's got this wild side. She'd probably just run up to him and kind of do some barking, but that's enough to scare some people, especially if they've got a dog. But having this e-collar now means if I go around the corner, she's 200 yards ahead of me, I can flip it and I've got control. And the good thing is, it's got a half a mile radius. So it's not like some of the other ones that don't seem to work, or they don't seem to detect or something at distance. So even if she does run off and refuses to come back for some stupid reason, look at it a couple of times and eventually I'll get her back. She did come into heat and I had the biggest issue ever. The plan was, when I picked her up, she would have already been in heat. I went to see my vets and asked them, can they spay her, because obviously being a small girl, I don't want her to have pups. And the vet says she's got to come in one heat cycle before we can spay. Something to do with the development of the dog. It affects their health if they don't come into heat once or so. And then only 2 months after that can I get her spayed. But obviously when I picked her up and all the confusion about what she had, what she'd done, training and everything, it was just a mess. So I couldn't do it what I'd planned. So I had to take the chance of her going into heat. But my attitude was this: she's small, very, very small. She's very underdeveloped at the moment, even mentally. I think she's a few months behind what she should be, but she's coming on lovely. She's coming on leaps and bounds. But I thought, even if they do connect, which they did, I thought the chances of her having pups, it was a gamble, I know it was a gamble, but the chances of having pups are very slim, because I don't think her body's ready for it. If your body ain't ready for it and ain't developed right, then I don't think she would have pups. And lo and behold, there's no sign of having pups. That means then, when we come back from Scotland, I can get her spayed. That'll also calm her down and make her just a bit more gentler, shall I say, in nature. Rebel, get out. There's foxes and badgers and everything probably around me. So that's a quick update. She's doing well. She's bustling up, toning up and looking well, calming down, taking time. She was really wild when I got her, and all that craziness when they're free, they have a little burst every now and then, but it's nothing like it used to be. It was just getting too stupid. So she's doing well. Stella is surviving and looking better with that paracetamol. You might get some wind noise here. Rebel's here. Well, I don't know what we're going to do. It was weighing up the cons about costs, agony for the dog and stress and all that, against a bit of a crooked ear. And as I say, it does add character, so I'm not too bothered, to be honest. He'll never enter a beauty contest, put it like that. Right, now the wind's picking up, I'm going to love you and leave you. Next time you see us, we'll be in Scotland. Should be in about a week's time. We're doing the hike for Neil, or the search for Neil. But again, look on Facebook, search for Hike for Neil if you can, or you're in the area during the period of the 27th, 29th of May, Dockard. We are meeting up, or people are meeting up at Victoria Bridge car park Saturday morning. I still don't know the times because I'm not the one organising it. So, but I do know the area very well. So that's where we'll be next. Probably hot tenting, because the weather they're predicting is sunshine like this, and then next day I see it's rain, and then the temperatures are coming down. So I don't want us being soaked. We're going to be out for 6 days. I don't want our kids getting soaked, because normally you can run off to a buffet or find other shelters, or maybe even a campsite if things got bad. But if we're stuck in one location for 6 days and we do get soaked, it's going to be a job drying gear off. So hence the hot tent will come in handy for that. Right, there is a car at the top there. Rebel, leave it. Looks like Fox. Right, see you in Scotland in about a week's time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you to the subscribers. I see I got a couple more subscribers, so we're doing well. To think I only expected about 200-300 at the most a couple of years back. So as I say, I never went in for subscriptions, PayPal, sponsorship, buy me a coffee, I don't know, look at my Amazon list, whatever it is. I never did it for that. I just did it to share the trails, and hopefully other people would pick up on the trails and use them themselves and just have some fun with the dogs. So again, it's bye from us. And you're looking a bit limpy there, Stella. See you soon.